enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out. Spread a wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high. I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all. I'm on a high. I can play this song back. I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. Oh, I'ma cry or why. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. December, over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Saturday, man. Y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional try-on hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday, but this is Sold Out where we talk that sneaker talk, right? Okay, y'all go ahead and sign up for that Sold Out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it is free to sign up, or of course, we continue the sneaker talk, but we got a food section, a sports section, you name it. Music section as well, man. But tonight's topic, man, we're going to continue on to the Zadeh Kicks situation, basically giving the whole backstory of where it's got to now, and probably hopefully close out on that. So I'm going to sort that towards the end of the live because I noticed that takes a little bit longer because there's so much. This is actually like part 3 to the best of my knowledge, man. So other than that, we will be talking what happened to Bodega, which we haven't heard nothing from them in a while. So probably going to start there, and then there's going to be more changes at Footlocker. We'll transition to that, and then we'll close out with the Zadeh Kick situation, man. So hopefully we get ready to wrap that up. So as y'all come in and out, definitely smash that like button for sure. If visuals look slightly different, I do have a new camera that I'm operating off of. I do want to just put that out there and be transparent. So y'all give me a minute to work with the settings. I'm using it for the live, but also I know I'm going to have more content where next week it may be slightly bluish more than normal, but that's just messing with the white balance. So I'll have to figure that out, which I plan to do. And I actually know how to do it. I just didn't do it, but I had to get the content ready and, just prepping, but we're getting there. So got the new camera set up, and ironically had to pick up some more stuff. So with that being said, my old camera equipment, once I get this one like all the way set up where I want to, then I will be selling my old camera equipment on eBay as well, man. Y'all know I don't be cracking people over the head, but I do got to give it for somewhat what it's worth. You know what I'm saying? Because even though it's not the most up-to-date stuff, it is still pretty good use, and I could easily still be using it. And, it's about how you use the equipment versus what you have. This one's supposed to be slightly better than the one I had previously. Hopefully, we should be having some videos coming in 4K. So we're still going to have some ones that only go up to 1080p because I still got other footage in between that I be mixing and dabbling. But thus forward, I'll say within the next probably strong 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have everything pretty much 4K except for some of the old lives that I kind of chop up. But once I start incorporating the new lives, that'll even go to 4K as well. I just took my time and investment, man. as the channel grows, you gotta, grow with it. So hope you guys are enjoying the visuals and the audio's okay. Y'all let me know as y'all coming it out. And yeah, I'll just go ahead and dive right in. My bad for all the coughing too. And salute to the homies I did see while I was out and about today, man, that actually watched the channel. So I appreciate that as well. But let's dive in. I think we're gonna start with what happened to Bodega, man. I feel like that's gonna be an easy one. I haven't heard much about it, so we'll see where it goes from there. Because I remember that used to be the place to go to. Then we'll go to Footlocker, and then we'll go on the Zadeh Kicks, and then we'll talk a little bit of upcoming sneaker releases as well. I know we did get the I'm On Gear like official release today on the website, and it did look like they sat right. Okay, they may have be sold out now, but I mean it's one of those. It's if you got in and got up in the morning, you know what I'm saying, you could have entered and definitely probably got your size, depending on which one it is, of course, because some sizes I did see sold out. So we saw that in the Discord as well. I see we got Kwame in the building. Says, yo, what up, Kwame? What up, what up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out, man. But yeah, so the I'm On Gear drop we had today. We had those Air Maxes. I'm sure we had the Air Force Ones. And then we had, of course, the Air Jordan 3s. So what do you guys think of those? Let's see. Thomas Gold Ring says, did you cop the Jordan Lows? The one that dropped today, no, I didn't do those. Like I'm good on those. I have very similar shoe set already, so Nike's not gonna get me with those, man. But it's not a bad shoe overall, though. I don't hate it. Let's see. Kwame says, chilling. Got the night off work. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what I'm about to do, man. When I get off live, I'ma just, take me a good shower and like literally just relax, dog. That's my whole goal, man. Just get some back time to myself, man. Let's see. Divine Photos in the building says, what's good? What up, Divine? What up? What up? What up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all coming in and out, man. Hopefully the visuals and everything is looking good. Says the Obsidians are sitting. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. And I know that the I'm On Gear is slowly set a little bit too. I'm not sure where they're at right now, but I saw that in the Discord that you guys posted up earlier. So, yeah. I'm not surprised, though. I mean, because we've seen this shoe time and time again, too. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it'll be a dope shoe for summertime. But honestly, I think we could probably see those. I wouldn't be surprised to see those hit the outlets or a nice sale somewhere, right? And that's what it's worth, in my opinion. Manny with the kicks in the building says, Yerp, what up, Manny? What up, what up, what up? Let's see, Devon says, the I'm On Gear 3 is like we expected, sat for a little while. Yeah, I'm not surprised, people thinking about that. And let's just keep it 100, dog. I seen a lot of people, not just you, Devon, but a lot of people like, yo, I'm going to wait, for the sneakers joint because I'm On Gear shipping is ridiculous, dog. It is. Keep in mind, I hit on mine on the 24th, which was Monday, and I ain't got no shipping confirmation, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? They haven't shipped. I just confirmed that I got them. What I don't want, Mr. I'm On Gear, now that you got the official drop on, it's not fair that I paid early and won the raffle and my stuff ships the same time as everybody who bought theirs today. I mean, I want my sneakers, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying that's kind of, what's the point, You might as well have a raffle and all that, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe they got a method to their madness. I don't want to vent on that joint. Let's see, Kwame says, if those Ascendians were high, they'd move. Yeah, because then that's the thing. I got the highs, so I'm really good on the lows too. But the highs last time they dropped did pretty well. Those actually went up on the resale market too. So I've seen that before. Let's see. Men with the Kick says, I'm On Gear 3 still sitting on the website right now. Okay. They're moving slowly but surely though, I feel like, right? If I had to guess. But let me share my screen. We're going to go right into the Bodega story. Then we'll go to Footlocker, and then we'll close out with Zadeh Kicks. Hopefully close out for good with Zadeh Kicks because the story is kind of way longer than what I anticipated, man. But let me share my screen. Boom. You guys should be seeing my screen right here. It says, what happened to Bodega? ? And this is from March 27, 2025, which pretty much that is a few days ago. It says Bodega co-founder Jay Gordon spoke in an interview about the state of the company. It says the entire corporate team was laid off, but Jay plans on keeping the company alive. What is Bodega without the team that built it? How will they forge on? So these are the questions that are going to happen right here. Kind of what happened. We're going to go down the rabbit hole on that real quick. Where we at real quick, Devon says, the only thing that moved was the all-black I'm On Gear Air Force Ones. I'm not surprised, dog. It's an Air Force at the end of the day, and that's a more versatile shoe. You know what I'm saying? Those Air Maxes are better than the first time they dropped, but that's still not, they still got some room for improvement on those, in my opinion. Let's see. Man with the Kick says, Kwame and Divine 100, salute. So it says, what happened? It says, after months of behind-the-scenes whispers and mounting uncertainty, the situation surrounding Bodega has finally started to take shape, though not without raising a few eyebrows. Earlier this year, the brand shuttered its flagship store Boston location, then earlier this week, its online store quietly went dark. Shortly thereafter, much of the company's core team appeared to have been laid off. Marketing, creative operations, and laser leadership, leaving many to wonder what was left of once revered retailer. Says fast forward today in an interview. In a new interview with the co-founder, Jay Gordon surfaced a sneaker freaker offering the first public explanation of what happened. It says, while the piece confirms some of the speculation, it was also read like a carefully managed narrative, one that acknowledges just enough to move forward, but ultimately leaves more questions than it answers. Let's see. It says Jay points to raising rents. Yeah, so pretty much this is economy, man. I knew this where this was going. It's going with the economy, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep it moving with this one. It says Jay points to rising of rents, economy headwinds, and back-end operational challenges as the major reasons of the brand's pullback. And yet, despite the sweeping challenges and mass layoffs, the tone of the piece is oddly optimistic, centered around one man's commitment to keep Bodega alive. So it says, what is Bodega without the team that it built? So that's some questions here, and we're gonna go through this real quick. Let me check the chat. Let's see. Kwame says, what up, Manny and Divine? Manny Kick says, he going to end up selling Bodega brand watch. You think so? I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't see what was wrong with it to begin with, but it'd been quiet for years for me, to be honest. It's not like people remember to go to Kith and this and the third. Bodega, I often would forget about too, just to be real. Like, I don't think they was doing a lot of advertising. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those, us sneakerheads knew about it, but it wasn't like still. Like, if you wasn't into it heavy, like in the game like we are, I don't feel like a lot of people wouldn't know who they are. You know, just to be real. Let's see, Devon says, Manny and Kwame was good. Let's see. It says, Bodega, like any cultural retailer, whether it's Kith, Concepts, or Union, was never just about product. It wasn't about the hidden storefront, the logo, and the collabs and the aesthetic. It says what gave it weight was people behind it, the creative minds driving campaigns, the marketing team building trusted relationships, the retail staff shaping in-store energy, and the collaborators expanding its reach. You can't talk about Bodega Rise without mentioning its community-driven events across the globe, iconic collabs with New Balance, Saucony, Adidas, and Nike, and others. It says, or the editorial voice that gave it credibility most boutiques only dream of. All of that was orchestrated by a team, and now the team is gone. So I'm guessing this is what the owner is saying right here. So he doesn't have a team right now, so they can't really move how they want to move. It says, so when the interview casually mentions the layoffs and that Jay plans to carry it forward alone, that naturally question becomes how? Exactly. And this is probably what Manny was getting at. He's going to end up selling it. I don't know that for sure, but a store like this is going to be hard to run by yourself. I'm not saying it can't be done, but you about to be extremely tired if you get it done. I know you got to be. So pretty much, I guess, is what they posted January 31st, 2025. Says, thank you for shopping at your local bodega. Says, we're closing this location and will be nearly spring 2026, open 24/7. Okay, so new location will be announced in spring 2026. So they're closing one store, and then I guess by 2026, which is next year, they're going to have a new location up and running. Interesting. So I'm guessing he's planning to do, I guess the term we like to use a lot is revamping. I don't know, but I'm just saying. It says the article reads more like a soft reset than a post mortem. It says there's no deep dive into the layoffs, no explanation of internal challenges. It says no mention of broader cultural void to this leaves behind. Instead, it focuses on Jay's resilience and his plan to keep the brand alive. But without the people who brought you the Bodega to life, who shaped the identity and naturally its partnerships, activated its spaces, and engaged in the community, what's left to build on? That is a good question. You know, if you got most of the team going, you're going to have to, I'm assuming he's going to probably get some new team members or hopefully bring those guys back. But is it a reason why those guys got laid off to begin with? And I think this is what this article is trying to get at. Like, the dude took an interview, but he kept it very smooth. You know what I'm saying? He didn't reveal out too much information, what I'm getting from it, right? Which I don't blame him, because that sounds like something I would do. It says, to the casual reader, the interview might read like the founder's comeback story, but to those familiar with how much of Bodega's energy came from its team, the stylists, marketers, creatives, buyers, and retail staff, it reads more like a rewrite, because while the buildings can close, the energy can't be faked. Interesting. Looks like we got official Wild Boy SK in the building. Says, yerp, what up, what up, what up, what up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out, man. We on the Bodega story right now. Says, and while, of course, what's going on, Bodega's recent collaboration with the Clark's Originals on the Wallaby quietly released through the Clark's website. However, with no retail storefront in Boston or an online shop, Bodega did not even release its own collaboration. That's very interesting. So I guess they kept all the pairs at, through New Balance, or Clark's, I should say, because it's a collab. Says, the bigger picture. Says, Bodega unrevealing almost speaks to a larger shift in retail and streetwear landscape. It says the cultural weight of the brand isn't just tied to the product, it's tied to the people, the team you empower, the values you uphold, the community you build. There are the differentiators in a market where drops and collabs alone aren't enough. You can have the name, you can have the keys to the store, but without the soul, it's just the shell. It's pretty much, that's the bigger picture. So I'm assuming, right? It sounds like he's doing a professional way of saying he's revamping. You know what I'm saying? If I had to guess. So what now is what this one, I like how this breaks this down. This is really a good read compared to some of those. It's broken down, but sometimes you can tell some people can really write their what off, Says, there's no doubt Jay has love for what he built, and if he wants to keep it alive by himself, more power to him. But the question remains, can you really revive Bodega without the people who made it what it was? Says, maybe the site comes back online, maybe a scaled down version appears in some new form, but it's the heart of the Bodega was always the people, and those people are no longer a part of it. What exactly are we preserving? Says, for contrast, look at the hundreds, which recently announced its closure after 2 decades in the games. But rather than trying to salvage or stretch the brands beyond this moment, they went out on a high score celebrating what they built, honoring their team, and closing the chapter of their own terms. So, I mean, that's what they're saying Bodega should do. But, I mean, if they feel like they can revamp it, why not? You know what I'm saying? If he feels like he can do it, I can't knock a person for trying. You know what I'm saying? Looks like we got J-Rod in the building with the salute. What up, J-Rod? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out. Says, the move was clean, intentional, respectful of the legacy. So again, it's fair to ask, what happens when you try to carry on without the crew that made the brand matter in the first place? I mean, I'm assuming the short answer would be like he wants to get another crew together. But I mean, will they have that same passion? It could be hit or miss. Sometimes I get what this article is trying to get at, man. If, sometimes you can, it's like switching up the recipe. Sometimes you have to, sometimes you don't. If you already got a good finished product, you should leave it alone. However, with that being said, it's a reason why those layoffs happened this and the third. And I know the short answer could be something as simple like the money wasn't right. I don't know that for sure, but that's what it comes across like, right? Let's see, we got Slayer in the building. Says, what's up, Sneaker Familia 100? What up? What up? Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in and out. It says, and maybe more importantly, will the culture even recognize what comes next after the Bodega is once new? Bodega was never just about product. It was about the perspective. It was the point of view, a vibe you couldn't copy. And that came from a team trusted to build something original. Take that away and you left with a logo, a lease, maybe, and a legacy in the limbo. this person must got some internal beef with him or something on this article, dog. I mean, I'm not saying they're wrong, but they kind of, they're kind of saying like, yeah, right. If you're going to think, wait, homie, if he's got the motivation and determination and maybe get another business partner and get another team together, it can be done. It's just going to take some time. Hence why he probably said 2026, So there's a brand at the crossroads. Will the community still rally behind a version of Bodega that's no longer rooted in the collective they built? It says, can the brand still speak with authenticity if the voices behind it point of view is gone? It says, and maybe the interview was meant to offer clarity, but all it really did was confirm what many already suspected. The Bodega we knew is gone. Whether something new can rise from the ashes remains to be seen, but if the goal is to keep Bodega alive, we have to ask, what exactly are we keeping alive? So pretty much, there we go right there. And this is from the Soul Retriever team right here. Is a dynamic, so we read that part right there. So I'm not going to read this because this is actually Soul Retriever's part right here. I think that closes out the article. So good question, man. Where do Bodega go from here? But looks like he's going to try to rebuild it on his own, probably get another team. Who knows? So we'll barely see exactly how that goes. Let's see. Kwame says, what up, everybody? What up, what up, what up? Yeah, so that's Bodega right there, man. So let's go ahead and transition on to Footlocker real quick because, like I said, I know the Zadeh kick story, it ain't no joke. So I want to at least give it a strong 15, right? Okay. It says, at Footlocker, are more executive changes ahead? Analysts weigh in. This article is from March 28th. This comes just days after Footlocker promoted the CCO, Franklin Bracklin, to the role of president, right? Okay. So it looked like they got a new person there. Kwame says, I hope Bodega keeps the same vibe. Yeah, if he's going to keep it open, homie, I feel like, why not? If that's what got you here, maybe make some few changes. Try to make, when I say change, I want to say the improvements, the stuff that you were lacking on to begin with. That's what you want to do. I mean, that's all it really takes. You don't necessarily have to do a complete, 180. You know what I'm saying? The complete opposite. Boom, Yeah, you don't have to do that. Let's see, where we at real quick. Let's go on this Footlocker story. It says, this week, Footlocker Incorporated promoted Franklin Bracklin to the role of the president to help accelerate the execution of its Lace Up program. So let's just say, safe to say, this is probably going to give a slight update of that Lace Up program that we've been keeping up for years. Think about it, because if I'm not mistaken, clearly they changed some rules in the app. They changed some locations, closed them down, and revamped some stores. So they are trying to make the more up-to-date hip store. Now, I will say the ones in my area, I can tell. The ones that have been remodeled, I can tell. One of them, I think we've only had one remodeled here so far, but I can tell the difference, though. But for them to do that, they basically bought another spot that was bigger in the mall that came available. Where we at? Manny Quick says, the writer was taking jabs during the, bro. I thought it was me. Hey, he was that wasn't, I ain't trying to be mean and I ain't trying to judge nobody, but that felt a little personal, he felt like maybe he really, or he or she likes that, really likes Bodega a lot. But yeah, they kept saying basically I felt like that whole article I just read was a yeah, right. They said yeah, right in so many words, in my opinion, allegedly. Where we at real quick, it says the company strategy announced in 2023 to elevate the omni retail experience, enhance productivity, and create long-term shareholder value. It says while the announcement, the company said Bracken, who most recently served as executive vice president and chief commercial officer at the retailer, who would continue reporting to Mary Dillon, Footlocker chief executive officer, but some footwear insiders were left wondering if the move was a sign that more changes were coming for the retailer. Williams trading analyst Sam Poser is one of the voices, stating in its note on Thursday that he believes Bracken's promotion indicates further changes in Footlocker C-suite. So he's saying it could be some changes if it's going to come like that. So let me get through the rest of this real quick. It says, in his note, Poser called out the terms of Dillon's employment agreement with Footlocker is from August 19, 2022 through January 31, 2026, which is next year, and will automatically renew for 1 year unless either Footlocker Incorporated notifies Dillon or she notifies the company at least 180 days before the end of her contract, which would be August 4, 2025. So she has until 2025 to and try to get out of it. Other than that, they have to renew the joint or something like that from what I'm getting from it. And that they intend to end up employment agreement. Says management said to us that Dylan remains CEO and full committed to the implementation of the Lace Up program, Lace Up plan, I should say, and the Bracken promotion represents the reignition of his great work. Poser wrote, "The remain concerned that the Lace Up plan is in knots." I mean, they still got to get it out there, though. You know what I'm saying? They still working the joint from what I'm getting from it. Another person seemed like they want to take a little shot, too. Let's see. Slayer says, the writer definitely owns a bodega. Yeah, they definitely fit. They got, it's some way, something was weird about that article, dog. Poser added that he believes that the results over the past 2 years and the underwhelming guidance will likely lead the C-suite change. Based on our checks, Bracken's is regarding improvement from Dylan, but would be the first choice of view for a few. Poser wrote. Mankind said, Slayer, don't forget the beef. Let me see real quick. It says, but not everyone is convinced that the leadership change scenario will play out at Footlocker. Matt Powell, advisor of at Sperl Wink River, told Foot News that Bracken's promotion will only help the retailer's current plans. I think Mary Dillon had a lot on her plate and is sharing some of what Frank Powell, who is also senior advisor at BCE Consulting, said. Bracken will not take on a broader role. So it seems like, you know, she's getting through the plan, but it's probably getting a little exhausting, and she's got a partner now, you know, somebody that stepped up. He's probably was one of those, like, probably doing it anyway type of thing, and they went on and just created a position for him or put him in a position to match the pay that he's probably been putting in all that hard work to get to, you know? I can definitely relate to that. Bracken joined Foot Locker in 2010, has held several senior leadership roles of the increasing responsibility across the company. During his tenure, he had led the expansion and elevation of Foot Locker Incorporated core banners such as Kid Foot Lockers, Lady Foot Lockers, Champs, and most recently WSS. Says the company noted that during Bracken's tenure, he had led the globalization of Foot Locker's brand with unified global standards and the rehabilitation and diversification of its brand partnerships. The company also created Bracken with a spearheading its own omni-channel strategy, advancing digital capabilities, modernizing stores, and transforming the customer experience through a customer-first approach. Says Bracken promotion comes at Foot Locker said earlier this month that it delivered fourth quarter results above its previously revised expectations, as the company noted that the investments in the execution drove the positivity, comparable sales, and meaningful gross margins improvement compared to the prior year. So they're saying basically because Foot Locker done been on it, homie's he's getting the promotion, you know? And I can respect that. Let me see. It says total sales in the fourth quarter of 2024 were $2.24 billion, down 5.8% from the $2.38 billion the same time in 2023. Net income from the continuing operations was $55 million as compared to with its loss of $389 million in the prior year period. So keep in mind, dog, all this means when Nike them go down and stock, all the rest of them are gonna follow suit somewhat slowly but surely. Nike is selling like majority of these guys' product over there. You know what I'm saying? So if Nike stuff aren't moving, that hurts their sales too. So if Nike hurt, everybody underneath that umbrella gonna feel it. Even though, you know, that may not be their mainstay, but if majority of their sales are Nike sales, people are gonna notice a difference. It says, for the full physical year of 2024, Foot Locker said the total revenue was $7.99 billion, down from $8.17 billion in the physical year 2023. Net income from continuing operations in the year was $18 million, up from a $330 million loss last year. Looking ahead, the company expects sales for the physical 2025 to change between a 1% decrease and a 0.5% gain. So it looks like they're trying to go up slowly but surely to get right back on the track, with comparable sales increasing from 1 cent and 2.5%. So that's what they're saying. They're on the right track. And with that being said, sounds like Dylan just needs some help over there. So hopefully that's what they get. And hopefully, things do get better on that. But in order for Footlocker them to get back where they want to be, whether they realize this or not, the hype and sneakers got to come back. It's not there. People aren't. The economy is not it right now. It's not really necessarily them doing anything wrong or Nike them doing anything wrong. I mean, granted, we've said this time and time again. This week alone, I've seen it in the Discord by itself where, it's Nike out of ideas, dog. Like, some of the stuff is kind of one of those, like, we've seen this before. You know what I mean? Like, and that could be just us as sneakerheads. We get older, too. So I stay out the way and let the young bucks have it. Because I know the young bucks are the ones that always got something to say when I skip a lot of sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, dog, I either got something like that already or, like, it just doesn't wow me like it's wowing you. You build your collection. You know what I'm saying? This is your time of growing up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going back and grabbing shoes for nostalgia purposes that I've missed out on that I couldn't get. That's just the phase that I'm in and for my collecting sneakers vibe right now. You know what I'm saying? So let me get through this article real quick with Zadeh Kicks. Hopefully should be wrapping this one up with Zadeh Kicks. Maybe have one more page on them, but I think we should be able to take it on home with this one, man. It says, a cycle of loans and debts. Says from the beginning, Zadeh Kicks faced an uphill battle with loans and debt, just as many new businesses do. In October of 2014, only a year after it formed, a fire occurred in Zadeh Kicks warehouse located at 710 Commercial Street in Eugene, Oregon. According to Michael McZaleth, and I'm assuming that's just Zadeh Kicks, reaccounting of the events to Soul Collector in 2015, the warehouse held more than $400,000 worth of merchandise at the time of the fire, which was allegedly started by a candle knocked down over by a stray cat. Interesting. So and this is pictures of the stuff that got caught on fire. So if I'm assuming, right, if I had to guess, is like homie them pretty much homie them caught a fire, but they left the candle burning in there with a cat in there. So pretty much that kind of like boils down to, the cat knocked over the candle and some things got on fire. Allegedly. I don't know if it's true, but allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Manny says, it's time for Nike to revamp. I agree. Well, they've been using that word. What's that word they always throw out there when they want to revamp something? You know what I'm saying? Innovation. They always say we're working on new innovation. Yeah, y'all are trying to find another way to sell us the same product. And to be honest, to be fair, Nike has put out new technologies and new models and new shoes, but they just not hitting, in my opinion. You got to keep it real with that. My bad, y'all. I had to sneeze. My bad. But yeah, we got to keep it real with that. Like, they just not hitting on the same of what they once was. And we're going to keep it real. All right, cool. So, my bad for the dead air, everybody. But it says, Zadeh Kicks found himself having to wait several months for his insurer, Liberty Mutual, to pay his claim. Honestly, I owed people money for product that I got, he said, and I was getting kind of nervous on what I was going to do. Zadeh Kicks also spoke to Forbes.com about debts and loans for the article titled Small Biz How to Get Financing for Your Startup or Small Business, you asked. We answered. In the piece, it was revealed that Zadeh Kicks had invested $30,000 of his own money into the business he started in 2009 under the name Zadeh Concepts. So he didn't always be Zadeh Kicks. It was Zadeh Concepts. Interesting. So that's knowing some backstory behind the joint. It says he also took out merchant cash advances, which provide capital upfront to the business, which are then repaid plus fees under a percentage of the business future sales. The type of loan is infamous for causing debt traps where merchants borrow to repay a prior loan, creating a repeating cycle that puts them deeper in debt in the hole. According to Zadeh recollections, that first loan grew to become 10 or 12 from multiple lenders. So that first loan, he went from having one loan to basically 10 or 12 from multiple lenders. Wow. With payment terms ranging from 3 to 9 months. The worst one I did, I'm pretty sure, was 75,000 at 110,000 payback. So he took out a loan for 105, a loan for 75,000, and had to pay $110,000 back. I mean, anytime you involve in a loan, you're gonna have to pay some interest, unless you do that one where it's interest free for X amount of years, or at best, the most I've seen, like interest free for a year, and then after that, it's all on you. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that across from credit cards, from car loans, you name it. So that's kind of crazy, but he must knew he was gonna get the money back, or he was confident he was gonna give it back. Let's see. Manny says they giving us regular deglers and a few bangers here and there. I mean, I'm not mad at that though. I'm not mad at the market right now. It's kind of chill. Give me a chance to really stack up too, you know, for whenever we do get that hot heat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really tripping over it. Where we at real quick? It says, as long as I'm flipping my product frequently, I'll still make money, but I'll have to work my butt off to pay all the interest, he told Forbes. He says, by October 2015, Zadeh Kicks had secured an inventory line of credit up to $240,000 at an interest rate of 18.99% and a $70,000 term loan for 12 months at an APR of 22% rates, closer to those customer credit cards, to get away from the merchant cash advance cycle. But despite obtaining the credit lines, it wasn't long before Zadeh found himself going back to make more merchant cash advances. So it already had one for what, 240,000, and then he had one for 70,000. So I mean, he already adding it up pretty quickly. You know what I'm saying? He definitely was trying to be on that mode of making a millionaire. He gotta be. It says in 2017, Zadeh started working with John Pointy Investments, a provider of merchant cash advances based in Warwick, Rhode Island. Pointy stated that Zadeh was a good client initially. He checked out in the loan business. We have databases of business that have inaccuracies with their bank statements, and Zadeh's was never concerned for us. Pointy was also reassured by the volume of Zadeh sales. He was doing between 5 to 6 million a month, which was quite impressive business. He shared in an interview with Nice Kick. So apparently at one point he was bringing in 5 to 6 million a month. That's crazy, you know. But see, those people were probably most of his customers. If I had to guess, I don't know. Allegedly, probably was, you know, resale companies themselves, you know. Let's see. Kwame says, "Oh wow, that debt spiraled quick." Most definitely, and most definitely did. Let's see. Patty M's in the building says, "Salute. What up? What up?" It says, but in 2019, relationship between Zadeh Kicks and Pointy took a different turn. The initial red flag was that he was selling shoes to my son, and there was an issue with the delivery. He says, I don't think he knew that my son ordered shoes from him, but there was an order for 10,000 or 12,000, and he was giving my son the runaround. No way would I imagine that would be a foreshadow for what would happen years later. So he apparently was dealing with him. He helped get the loan to him, and his son was buying. His son had to be like some form of a reseller too. If you ask me, that's what it sounds like, but I don't know. It says, the final straw came when Michael was disrespectful to my staff, said Pointy. Initially, things were okay, but he started to get pretty arrogant, and all of a sudden, Michael wanted to devastate the terms we were going to accept, and, well, we didn't accept them or his business, so he felt some type of way. It says, according to a UCC record search from the Oregon Secretary of State, Zadeh obtained additional loans before and after his relationship with Pointy ended. The first loans registered with the Oregon Secretary of State were filed in February of 2018, and at the current time, there are several active loans for Zadeh Kicks. The loan amounts and payment terms are not publicly available, but Nice Kicks obtained the documents of the loans that Zadeh Kicks secured in 2019 with Platinum Asset Funding, LLC, and another business loan provider based in New York. So here's right here, Zadeh Kicks. That's the address for him right there. Line number, boom, boom, boom. So this is the time that it lapsed. So these are all the loans he's got, I guess, pending right here. This looks like what the screenshot, but it don't say, I don't think it shows the amount. You probably have to click on that joint, but that's the outstanding loans, guys. Sheesh. No wonder he was trying to sell all that stock on eBay and get some bread back. I don't blame him. It says, besides the voluntary dissolution, there are known legal proceedings that Zadeh Kicks or its owner, Michael Mazalev, are party to, but documents detailing some of their loans were attached to an unrelated lawsuit in New York County between the Chatham Capital Management and Platinum Asset Funding. So he's got several different cases from what it seems like. Now, this is one right here is a document that has been pulled from the New York County clerk, and pretty much it says the balance right now, zero, but yeah. So he's got some money out there. This is amount funded was 12 million, and I guess the return is supposed to be 1,600 million. Jeez. So yeah, this was from 2019. And then the other one, he's the interest is what's probably getting him on there. Now, one of the balances shows zero, so maybe he paid that one. But then there's another one out here that is still kind of outstanding, having a balance of $753,000 left. And the amount he took was $900. And I guess what he's got to return is over $1 million. I would not want that type of pressure on my head unless you know you really about to make that bread. It says, according to the documents, Zadeh Kicks obtained a loan from Platinum Assets Funding in April of 2019 for $1.2 million with a payback amount of $1.656 million to be funded in 52 weeks payments of $31,846. Before repaying the loan with Platinum Asset Funding, Zadeh Kicks borrowed an additional $900,000 with a payback of $1,242 million in 52 weeks payments of $23,844. The effective APR of both loans was 38%. Sheesh. So yeah, those people let you have that money. If you pay that back, you're supposed to get money back with interest, clearly. It says in March 2020, Zadeh Kicks' weekly payments of $55,000 for the two loans were reduced to $6,000, and there appears to be an adjustment with the coincides with the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. According to the documents filed in New York the county clerk, as of September 15, 2021, Zadeh Kicks owed $753,000, $615.32 on the second loan. So he's got one down, I think, from what I'm getting from this, but he still has that 750. These aren't light numbers, maybe for the big dogs, but for me, this ain't light numbers. It says, while it's not completely clear what occurred in April of 2022, it appears that Zadeh Kicks' run was soon coming to an end. The website disappeared without any warning for a couple of days, building amongst those waiting on orders and unanswered emails, but problems appear to have been bigger than technical when Zadeh Kicks called Tim Walbridge, the owner of the File 3 Motors. Interesting. So he called him. He said, Michael said something about having a large check chargeback and needed money to cover what was owed. He had a car at the shop that he mentioned was just sold to Chicago and be on the lookout for the shipper. So interesting. So apparently I think he was selling some cars, if what I'm going to get from this. Where we at real quick. Hood TMZ podcast in the building says, salute, what up? Says, all at once in a single transaction, Zadeh Kicks sold multiple vehicles in his collection into collection to Chicago Motors cars. While it is not certain what Michael was paid for the vehicles, 4 of the cars he used to own are for sale for a total of $3 million and $49,200. So whatever the cars is worth, that's what he got. I mean, well, that's what they cost. That don't mean that's what he got for him. So I'm assuming he may have gotten a good money, but probably not what he would normally get. So these are some very exotic cars right here. That Shelby GT Mustang is clean as hell, bro. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's super dope. I actually like that one. You know what I'm saying? So it says, after 9 years of business, on April 29, 2022, Zadeh Kicks stopped accepting payments. So pretty much that's when the business was pretty much over. Let's see if we can get through this last part of this one, and then we'll talk upcoming sneaker releases. I may do one more on Zadeh Kicks just to do like a final wrap up but I think I should be able to get through this one real quickly. The casualties of the Zadeh kicks. Zadeh kicks disillusion left hundreds, perhaps even thousands of sneaker collectors and resellers financially devastated. In researching the story, Nice Kicks spoke directly to 17 customers of Zadeh kicks with undelivered orders ranging from 3,100 to more than 3 million. Due to potentially pending litigation, some agreed to speak on the record under the condition that their names would not be mentioned. That's why. So, case in point, he's got a lot of legal issues probably headed his way if more people are going to sue him, right? Let's see. Manu Kick says, smash that like button for the squad. Appreciate that. Says, a 23-year-old customer of Zadeh Kicks started mowing lawns at 9 years of age, referring youth basketball games as a teen, and bought the sole shoes while going to college. Professionally, he worked as the account executive at the Salt Lake City-based tech firm, but he has been repeatedly disappointed in the attempts to afford a down payment in a competitive housing market swarming with out-of-state cash buyers. So he decided to take every dollar he saved and put it to work by doing what he was giving him the best return for his buck, placing pre-orders with sneakers with Zadeh Kicks. So homie wanted to buy a home, and so he went to go into Zadeh Kicks. Probably had the better price for the resale market, and he could flip it back and get the money back. I still don't like that way of a form of making money. I know we do that all the time, but it's like, bro, I don't know. To me, that selling sneakers don't seem like always the most lucrative business, if you ask me, right? Where we are real quick, it says, a 31-year-old customer of Zadeh Kicks from upstate New York remembers wanting the Chicago Air Jordan 1 since missing the release in 2015 and placed his first order with Zadeh Kicks for the shoes in 2019, along with a few other pairs. Shortly after that, he sold to a local sneaker resale shop. After seeing repeated success over a couple of years, the contractor and property investor joined his friend to invest more into the pre-orders of the sneakers with Zadeh Kicks, selling a combined 3 houses to come up with $751,000 in the undelivered goods. Dog, these people really got invested into making money. Like, that's what it is. Sometimes money is the root of all evil, they so say, man. So too much for me. It says, a 24-year-old customer of Zadeh Kicks from Southern California had 3 successful experiences of placing pre-orders when a few of his friends wanted to pool their money together with his to place an order for more than $1 million. Despite having earlier success working with Zadeh Kicks, the order placed in 2021 for the cool gray Air Jordan 11s has left them without shoes and without answers. So, damn, I hope he still ain't waiting on them now. Says these collectors, along with thousands of others, put enormous faith in Zadeh Kicks, a platform that was saw as an innovative and unique, was an associated community of sneakerheads who shared their passion. What they didn't see for the most part was the enormous risk they were taking, because they didn't know the behind the scenes of how deep in the hole this guy had gotten, man. So to blame real quick, and then we're going to take it here and probably wrap it up after this one. It says, it's easy to lay the blame for the catastrophe entirely on the shoulders of Zadeh Kicks. He was, after all, more or less the sole driving force behind Zadeh Kicks and displayed plenty of behaviors often associated with the financial predators. Hope I'm getting that correctly. It says his penchant first expensive cars was always on full display, with photos frequently popping up on social media of Zadeh in front of his Lamborghini Aventador, SVJ 63, McLaren 765, Rolls-Royce Cullinan, and others of his 10 high-end rides. His online communication alternated between bombastic and exclusive, highlighting huge sale numbers while offering endless excuses for shipping and payment delays, changing policies with no explanation, and making vague promises for future investments for collectors who engage heavily in the Zadeh Kicks market. He was also intimidating presence, openly threatening to ban and block anyone seeking a refund. Wow. But you up here on the internet flossing and flexing and stuff. You see this right here with the rollies on or whatever type of watches these on, right? He's flexing. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have been shopping with somebody like that to begin with, man. And part of the reason why I don't probably go to concerts and shit anymore or anything like that, because I look at it like this. You guys are flossing with, you know, the money I'm supporting you with. Like, I'll just continue to listen to your music and support you that way. You know what I'm saying? And and some of these performers they aren't, you know, now I'll give it to some people like Usher and Chris Brown. That's a different level of performing, right? But I'll leave all that for Music Monday. It says, but it's not as if these behaviors are unique or even all unseen. The world is full of self-servicing, smooth-talking players looking for an angle, but most constrained by the regulations and oversight, especially where the large sums of money are involved. If you think of other secondary markets where a lot of money changes hands, cars, art, property, etc., they're all tightly regulated with clearly procedures of how conduct transactions and file complaints and enforcement and titles with real tenth. Says the secondary market of good markets is definitely buying and selling hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of sneakers. Pre-order sneakers is conducted basically in the same way as requirements. As the same way as buying a single pair for $80 from a friend who no customer protection, no reporting requirements, and no financial reserves. This would be like buying a house with no requirement of inspections, no title insurance, and no escrow. So interesting. Customers' goods lack the kind of oversight because up until recently it wasn't necessary. Buying a product on the secondary market usually meant purchasing a dress at a consignment shop or ordering a used projector on eBay. So there was a limit of how much money was involved, and often third party that set up its own policies to protect buyers and sellers. Interesting. So it says the secondary market, though, has become a huge business and bulk orders reaching millions in dollars, especially in the case of Zadeh Kicks, a thriving pre-order market with such, with such long leading times and high volumes that it essentially became an unregulated future market. Zadeh Kicks pre-orders area far from the first and won't be the last that caused the financial harm to customers. The state of the books regarding shipping times might be the time that similar laws are drafted. Regularly pre-order sales too. The largest resale platforms are GOAT and StockX have combined markets visualizing of 7.5 billion following their most recent rounds of fundraising last year, and with the continued hints at the StockX IPO on the actual stock market. It's long overdue for the policymakers to have a deeper look at how current our customers' protection laws are governed in the space. So pretty much they're saying buying from Zadeh wasn't necessarily not like the most well thought out thing, but customers didn't really see all that. So I'm gonna like kind of hold off right here on this one right here and pick back up on it. I'll do one more like a part 4 just to finally close it out because we're getting there. But I don't want to rush this too or miss anything like that either. But I know we are coming up on that hour mark like I always primarily try to stick there. So we're going to talk upcoming sneaker releases, and then we're going to pick back up on the Zadeh Kicks joint on Wednesday. And then that should be the final chapter. I know I keep saying that, but man, story is a whole lot longer than what I thought it is, right? Okay. But let's talk upcoming releases. And I should have a top anticipated upcoming sneaker releases coming, Tuesday, right? Okay. So I got to get in a stew and get that worked on and get that out to you guys as well. But yeah, we'll hold it off right there. We'll talk upcoming sneaker releases. So pretty much we had the Unmung Year 3s come today. Boom. Let me put myself back on the main screen. But we had the Unmung Year 3s today. A lot of people saying they set, but they also came with the Air Force Ones, and then they also had a Air Max 95. So I'm assuming by the end of the week, by end of next week, they probably will be all gone for sure. And as far as like upcoming sneaker releases right now, I'm looking at those Neon 95s, which I'll share my screen on that. The Neon 95s, I said 45, yeah. But the Neon 95s, the big bubble joints, let me share my screen on this one. These joints is looking super clean, dog. Must have for me for sure. I like these right here. Let's see. Official Wild Boy SK says, I'm on year 3 today. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Congrats, homie. Congrats. I'm still waiting on mine to be shipped, so I will be keeping an eye out on that for sure. But yeah, these right here, these are anticipated, I want to say, next month in April. So definitely want to see if I can get my hands on a pair of these guys right here. Clean as hell. I like them. And then we got the Nike Air Max 95 Black Border is supposed to be coming back, but I don't think that's coming. It said it's coming in 2025, but don't have like an actual date. I wouldn't mind having a pair of these too. I didn't know I became such a much of a like an Air Max like head, but I really do like them, man. So, and there's their green grass right there for you in the background. Official Wild Boy SK. I remember when you said you didn't know that was an off-white joint. Cool. And then I got one more up here for you guys. The Freshwater Nike Air Griffith Air Max 1 releasing this year too. I know it seems like I'm just heavy into the Air Max game right now, but these are like a childhood shoe to me. I don't know if I'm going to cop, but I wouldn't mind copping. You know what I'm saying? I like these. And then I seen somebody had those Deion Sanders joints on, those black and white joints on in the barbershop today. Hey, in person, they liked it. They clean. I wish I would have put more effort into trying to cop those guys. But they're dope, though. I like them. But, yeah, we're coming up on that hour mark, man. Let me put myself back on the main screen here, and we're going to wrap things up here for the night. Yeah, appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love as always, man. I will be back live again on Saturday. I will be back live again on Monday with another Music Monday. But until then, man, y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you're new. And if you haven't done so already, of course, you know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers. Occasional try on hauls, y'all know we got Music Monday as well. So definitely smash that like button. I see you, Official Wild Boy K says, y'all going for the Utos. I still ain't worn my pair of the first Utos. I need to see some fit pics with them. Oh, you talking about those green joints? Somebody was talking to me about that today in the store. They clean, but I don't know if I want to go for them though. But they clean though. But I'll be back again live on Monday. You guys definitely smash that like button, sub up to the channel, and sign up for that sold out Discord too, man. I'll be active in there as well. And then I will definitely see you guys again on Monday. Smash that like button, sub up, and yeah, I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash while I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry, oh why? Oh, I'ma cry, oh why? I'ma cry, oh why? I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to